Yo, so I am a 6 foot, about 430 pound
End of email.
male.
Unit.
I take huge shits.
Yeah.
Like massive, crowning,
dude.
poking out of the
You're
water.
the size of a
shit.
fucking Clydesdale. Of course you're gonna take big shits.
Family doesn't like to keep plungers in the bathroom, so I continually clog the toilet.
Elders,
They
why don't you
keep
just call this guy personally
plungers
and tell him how you deal with this literal problem that you have, that you have told me about dealing with this exact thing in the past. Like no even exaggeration for comedic effect. Go play the whole thing.
They continually clog the toilets. They keep the plungers in the garage. And so, like, I took, like, a massive dump at, like, Christmas. Like, everybody's, like, unwrapping gifts. I drop one. And so then I have to fucking call her. And she has to go to the garage and then, like, parade it through the family. And, like, sneak it to me.
What an insane thing.
Then I unclog it, and then I have to do the walk of shame back to the garage to leave it. And it's just like a plunger, and then it's got like a plastic bag. I think it's like a germ thing.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I could like hide my own plunger in there, but I think they're gonna like throw it away. I don't know what to do.
Dude.
You can't pinch the loaf off a little bit, man. You take multiple flushes. I've been fat as shit my whole life. This really is an area for your expertise, Aldous, because we've both been fat, and I have been fatter than you, obviously. But even being fatter, I've always clogged less. Clogging has been a problem since we were children. You've been clogging toilets.
Yeah, I am a little compulsive with the toilet paper. Call it being a neat freak or something. I just really like to get in there. I like having like a thick wad of paper in my hand.
That's why bidets could be a bidet could actually be a big solution for this guy.
Yeah, I mean, one thing right off the bat I'd say to this guy is like, he's like, oh, it's a little embarrassing. His family may have noticed the plunger and maybe thought, that's kind of weird, but it's like they just are thinking about it, making fun about you about it so much harder and so much more directly than you realize. Like, they're realizing the plunger isn't like a hint. They're like, oh God, this guy clogged the fucking toilet again.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I would say is like, don't shit on Christmas morning when the presents are getting unwrapped.
Yeah,
like,
dude. You gotta pick your spots.
Yeah. You can't like go and like,
Here's what you do. You're like, can I go grab donuts for everyone? And you go to and shit at Starbucks on Christmas morning.
Right. Oh,
you have to plan your shit. This actually is a way to like, this is a little bit of fat calculations here.
Right.
You do the embarrassing stuff when no one is around. You don't take a fat shit in the middle of Christmas.
Right.
And if you have to, you go. I mean, do they only have one bathroom? Like,
I know. Is there a second floor
there's
bathroom?
No second floor. Where are you staying? Could you use a second floor bathroom and literally have your own plunger in your fucking luggage? Like, these are the extremes I would go to personally. Because, there is nothing worse than being their perfect little angel's fat giant boyfriend who shits clog. I mean, this is what people make fun of fat people for. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when someone farts and everyone looks at you and you're like, it wasn't even me. Yeah. But it is you in this case. Like, this is tough because this is like, I would imagine this is what like it feels like being a single black father doing his best that gets arrested for not paying child support. You know what I mean? It's like your boss didn't pay you on time and now you're fucked, right? You gotta fucking avoid, for the good of our people, for the good of fat dignity everywhere, you can't be getting caught lacking like this. So I would say, you gotta time your shits better, and you gotta find every excuse not to shit there. And listen, we don't shame on this pod. We're obviously a very body positive podcast, but you could stand to lose a cup. Like Eldest, you've lost a little weight. How have your shits been recently? More manageable?
More manageable, still a mixed bag a little bit. But I mean, here's the twist. If you're like eating a lot more protein or something, you could still have those animal dung shits that just pile up.
But probably a little fiber would help.
Right.
We've all had those fat guy diet shits where your shit comes out like molasses. Where it's like you gotta scrape the shit out of your asshole. I hate that. That's why Eldest, you're a neat freak. It's like, the shit was like fucking Nickelodeon gack coming out of your ass. You had to fucking get enough toilet paper to peel it out, molecule by molecule. So eat a little more fiber, plan your shits a little better. And I really do think a bidet is actually a good idea here because toilet paper adds to the issue. And if they're like a hygienic family that doesn't want, you might even look like a hero almost. Be like, hey guys, I got you this nice Japanese seat warmer. I got the Toto.
Now I have an answer that might change your lives.
Okay, hit us with it.
Now I bring this from my culture, the poor people culture. Mm-hmm. We used to have a thing called the poop knife, which is a knife you leave by. I'm not joking. You leave it by the bathroom and you cut your poops.
Oh no, dude, the poop knife.
So that's not just me. Well, we didn't have one in our house.
Crazy.
Around us, we had a lot of friends who had that. My family wouldn't because they thought it was not classy.
Well, let me just say something. They were so right. That's fucking insane.
So what I'm saying to him is, you don't leave it. You carry around a poop knife. Okay, now, he's worried about the walk of shame. Walking out with a plunger that's embarrassing. You know what's not embarrassing? Walking out in front of the family, cleaning a knife.
Right.
It's like,
I don't know that I'd be cleaning shit off the knife. I think I would make it a private knife that no one knows about. I don't think you look badass wiping diarrhea off a fucking IKEA kitchen knife that you bought for $3.
Had a dust up in the living room. They think you just got into a knife fight.
You killed someone in the family.
Just clean it off my knife in case some of this gets crazy.
Okay. Again, taking away the cleaning it in public thing, that is kind of a stealthy way to get, maybe you don't hide your own plunger, maybe you hide your own shit knife.
Yeah, a poop knife.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't make collapsible plungers?
Travel plungers?
Yeah, like a travel plunger that
Eldest, I assume you've done the research.
The rubber is the problem. You have to wear like a yarmulke to sneak past everybody. I'm just thinking about changing my...
You assemble like a sniper.
You have a cane and a yarmulke. You're like, I guess I gotta get out of here.
You come in, you're like, can I play a little trombone for everyone later? And inside it's a fucking plunger. That's good. Pretend you're in the orchestra.
Oh, my old cannonball helmet? I get shot out of a cannonball later. Oh, God. Yeah. It's actually my invention, plunger shoes. He's walking up the wall so he can take big shits. Now, this is a riff I can get behind.
There we go.
That's fun.
There we go. That's a good one.
The guy trying to... That goes in the movie.
That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.